Go ahead.
Right. Good morning, everyone. Today, I would like to talk a little bit about a movie I recently watched. I want to talk about a movie called Goon. How many of you guys seen it? All right. So, for those of you that haven't seen it, well, first of all, I want to talk about it because I love watching movies and I love hockey and I play hockey. So, combine those two things. There's a hockey movie, so it's a good topic. For those of you who haven't seen it, this movie is based on the premises of a small-town boy from the States, I think from Boston. His name is Doug the Thug Glatt, and Doug has no hockey skills. He's strong, and I think he worked as a bouncer in a local bar. Underachieved all his life. Walks into a rink with his friend, watching a hockey game in a local rink, and basically beat the hell out of this one guy, and got discovered by a local coach, hockey coach, for his fighting skills, and put him in the team. So he basically showcased his fighting skills and moved up to a more prominent league in Halifax, Canada. In that team, his role was to be the protector of a very skilled player whose confidence was shattered. His mojo was gone after he was delivered a vicious hit by an older enforcer on a different team. The older enforcer on a different team's name is Ross the Boss. So Ross the Boss is like an older version of Doug the Thug. And so the two cross paths in the bar somewhere, and they have mutual respect for each other. But Ross obviously does not want to leave his career's legacy by losing a fight to him. So he said, if we ever cross paths, I will lay you the fuck out. That's what he said. So they cross paths. They met eventually. The film climaxed in the scene where they met on the last day of the regular season for these two teams, and lots of bad blood between the two teams. They don't like each other, and everything just boiled up and surfaced. And the two finally squared off. I was pretty pumped when the two face off and had a pretty good fight. Doug was fighting on one leg. He broke his ankle in the game prior, blocking shots with his face, and people stepped on his ankle. He had a bad ankle, so he was very courageous in even getting in this fight at all. But he got knocked down pretty hard, but he got back up, and he eventually won the fight and knocked Ross the Boss down. And his team was very inspired, and they rallied around and finally won the game. Just sneaked into the playoff. Snuck into the playoff. So the movie was the central theme of the movie was hockey violence and the role of fighting in hockey. My take on this whole issue is they should leave it in the game. My reason being, number one, it's entertaining. It sells tickets. Susan mentioned there was 4.8 million people that went to watch NHL games, and a lot of these are hardcore fans, and they will stay away if you take something that's central to the game out of the game. Number two, it's a lot of history for enforcers in the game, and a lot of these guys are in the Hockey Hall of Fame, so you can't deny the contribution they made to the game into what it is today. So these are my two reasons for leaving the fighting components in the game. That's about it, and any questions, any thoughts on this? Yep.
What about with a lot of the hockey enforcers? They have mental problems later in life and a lot of brain swellings, and a lot of them committed suicide recently. Do you think that's a big problem as far as?
It is a big problem, and I'm aware that they're doing a lot of research on that. But to jump in the conclusion and say no, that's it's all as a result of fighting in hockey. That'd be like saying let's shut down boxing. It's in the Olympic level. It's in everywhere. You can't. There's research going on, but you got to take a step back. So let's let the researcher do their thing, and we'll see that how that comes out. But don't just take it out because it's the fear of it.
All right, good. Thank you very much.